Yes. Okay, so that's a good point. Thank you. So how much did they put in 30 years? How much? $72,000. If you just put it under the mattress, you will end up with $72,000. But because you chose to put it in a savings account, you made how much interest? 28,000 or something?
116 minus 72.
116 minus 72. 116 minus 72. How much is that? 160. Oh, you get a prize. 24? 44,000. Hey, so how would you like to make $44,000 free money?
44.
Hey, you get paid to participate, guys. So $44,000 free money. I would like that. Would you like free money? I would take like $100 free money. Bless you, bless you. So that's what I'm saying. You can get free money from the bank if you put it in the right place. And there's a way to invest money. There are different companies other than just banks to grow your money. So you have to do this smart. When you start working, you really have to talk to bankers and people who can help you save for retirement, investment, all of those things. Okay? So that's why savings account is really important. And that includes retirement savings even when you're still very young. Actually, because you're still young, you need to start saving as soon as you start working, because you're going to thank yourself later. You're going to thank yourself later when you're like 50 and 60 and you started it at like 20. You're going to have a lot of money and you're going to think of me. I might be dead, but you're going to think of me. So do it, okay? Any question about checking and savings? I know it's kind of boring subject, but it's really, really, really important because you're going to have both of them, both types of account. Now we can talk about some little bit more fun stuff. Cards. Who has plastic? Who has a card? Some kind of card. Who owns a card? What kind of card do you have? What, is it a debit card? Credit card? Debit card? What kind of card do you have? Huh? Oh, Venmo card. Yeah. Okay. How do you use your cards? What do you use it for? Do you have a card? What do you use it for? Buy stuff, right? So, is it easy to buy stuff with a card?
Yes. Yeah.
No? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think it's too easy to buy stuff with a card, but it's for convenience, and there's security features too. Actually, let's talk about that. So, there are three different, actually, there are 4 types of cards listed here, but 3 are the common ones. Can you tell me what those 3 are? Credit, debit, and ATM. Okay, so can somebody tell me what an ATM card is?
It's connected to the savings account.
What's an ATM? What is it?
It's connected to savings.
Yeah, it's connected to savings account only. And what can you do with ATM cards? Where can you use it? At the ATM. You can only use it at the ATM. Can you do shopping with the ATM card? No, you cannot. Because it does not have the Visa or MasterCard. So what's Visa or MasterCard? That's the common one. What's Visa or MasterCard? Credit card company. Yeah. So here's it could be confusing. Let me show you 2 different kinds. Okay. This one has Visa, this one has MasterCard. Just by looking at it, can you tell which one is the debit card and which one's the credit card?
Yeah.
You're smart, aren't you? You're supposed to say no. Well, if it has Visa or MasterCard, it could be credit card or debit card. Well, this one is his bank, so I guess you can tell that this is debit card. It says debit, yeah. Okay, so this one is a debit card, but this one has Visa, and there are credit cards that are Visa. This one is a credit card because it's not connected to a bank account. It's a credit card, meaning you borrow money. Debit card is connected to what? I taught you this already. Debit card is connected to what? To the checking account. Thank you very much. So debit card is connected to checking account, and I can't spend money unless I actually have money in it. Okay, otherwise I'll get in trouble. Credit card though, how do I use credit card? How do you think, I'm gonna ask the fifth grade, how do you think I can use credit card? Where do I use it? To the store, yeah, at the store. I can use it at the stores, any store that I go to. Most stores nowadays accept Visa and MasterCard. There are other kind of credit cards though, but Visa and MasterCard, most companies accept. So credit card, I can just go any store, I can shop. What's the difference between debit card? Oh, debit card, some people might call it check card because it's connected to checking account. But debit card versus credit card, what's the difference? What do you think? Credit card and what? Borrow money. It's not real money. This is fake money. So I have to promise to pay. So don't use this unless you have a plan to pay that back. So in the series of this financial literacy, one of the classes is going to be credit preparedness for teens. Because once you turn 18, every company that offer credit card, they have legal right to offer it to you guys. So I'm going to teach this tricks and how to be responsible before you're 18. Because I got myself in trouble when I was in college because they didn't have a law to protect the consumers like us before. So they just gave it to me and I was very irresponsible. And when you don't do well with a credit card, like you pay it back on time or pay it period, you get bad credit. Have you guys heard of the term good credit, bad credit? Have you guys heard it? What does it mean? Do you know? What does it mean, good credit, bad credit? It could be, it makes it more expensive to borrow money. So yeah, so credit, when you hear it in the future, or we'll cover it in the class, in the next, another class, good credit means you will be able to buy things and usually for lower cost. For example, right, if you have bad credit, it doesn't mean that you cannot get a car. You might be able to get a car still with a bad credit, but you're going to pay a whole lot more than people with good credit. So just remember that. Credit is important, and this is connected to using the credit card in the future. Before you get a credit card, you need to get educated, so we're going to talk about that in the future. But just remember, for now, the card types. Credit card, you can't get it until you're 18. Debit card, most banks, I think 13 you can get it. And this is connected to your checking account. You have to have money to spend it. This is a borrowed money. And the ATM, we already talked about. Okay, thank you for the music. All right. That's a bad way to advertise that you have a really nice stereo system because it gets stolen, because that happened to me when I was a teenager. So don't be that person. Don't drive around your neighborhood with that. Because they know where you live. They come to you. My stereo got stolen twice when I was a teenager because I was stupid. I was driving around like that. Don't do that. Okay, debit card, ATM, credit card. Are we good on that? If I ask you debit card, credit card, ATM, do you know what those are? Give me thumbs up if you're good. Thumbs down if you're not. You good? Okay, cool. All right, let's talk about, are we good? Are you sleeping? You need something to drink? Yes. Oh yeah, you know what? You guys are so good. Yes, I skipped over HSA, FSA cards. So when you start working nowadays, your work may offer HSA or FSA cards. I don't have the physical card with me right now, but this is tied to your benefits. So some companies that you work for might offer you health benefit, like insurance, health insurance, and it has to do with that. HSA is health savings account and FSA is flexible savings account. You don't need to memorize it, but just remember, if your work offers it, you should talk to your manager about it and learn more about it. So this is connected to your special savings account from your work, only to be used for health or dependent care charges. Dependent meaning like if you have kids, if you're married, you have a family, don't waste that. Okay? So that's what HSA, FSA cards. But the good thing about this though, just so that you remember it when you get to it, if you are eligible to participate, do it, because I participate in FSA, Flexible Savings Account. The good news about this, who loves to pay taxes? Is there anybody here that loves to pay taxes? Because I don't. I mean, we have to, and we do because we're responsible people, right? But nobody wants to pay taxes if you don't have to. The Flexible Savings Account, say you put $100 in that account, and you need to go see a doctor, and you have to pay copay, and you have to buy medicine. Could be expensive, right? I can use all of the $100 for that purpose. But if you get money in a paycheck, which actually that's also another class we can do, paycheck, how to read a paycheck. If you get paid $100, do you know if you take home $100? Yes or no? No, why? Yeah, you pay taxes. So if you earn $100, you're gonna take home much less than $100. Flexible savings account or HSA, those monies go straight from your paycheck whole. So if you put $100, you get to spend $100. Meaning you don't pay taxes. Sound good? Give me thumbs up if you're still awake and you're getting it. Thank you. All right, so that's HSA, FSA. So we're gonna move on to, almost done guys, actually. We're gonna move on to apps. Okay, this page, the apps page. Tell me who has PayPal. You guys have PayPal or used PayPal before? Who's heard of Zelle? A lot of people use Zelle now. Cash App. Who has Cash? Somebody has Cash App. You have Cash App? Or Venmo. You have Venmo. Yeah, Cash App. Okay. Venmo. Yeah. So Cash App and Venmo, I think now they offer cards too, right? That's how you have a card. Yeah. Google Pay, I think they discontinued that, right? I think they discontinued Google Pay. But Apple Pay is still there. You can connect your bank's credit card and debit card to Apple Pay. That's kind of how it works, and then Apple has its own like banking services. And then Greenlight, we use Greenlight. I just realized there's like monthly fee, so I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna get her a real account. So this is another thing, right? When you sign up for stuff, you really have to read the fine print, because initially there's a trial period that's like 90 days free something, and then after that you just start charging your account, and if it's small amount you might not even notice. So these are so many different kinds of account, but let's talk about this, going to this page, yeah? Kaida, let's do this. Okay, you must be 18 years old for parental approval to use most payment apps. Not all, some, like for example, Zelle, Cash App, Google Pay, and PayPal, they do require you to be 18 years old, but some others, they allow you to use it younger. Most bank accounts have age requirement. So that's a kukaya, age requirement. What accounts don't lose money? Savings accounts don't lose money. You may not get back money sent in error. Have you guys ever sent money to somebody that you're not supposed to, like by accident? Have you ever, because if you use an app, it's so easy to do. Have you ever sent money to somebody in error? If you do that, you may not get it back. If you're lucky if you get it back. So you have to be really careful. Like nowadays, you Venmo people all the time, right? Cash App, Venmo, those. You have to make sure that information is correct where you're sending it. Because if you send it to the wrong person, you may not get it back. You might not be able to cancel it, because this is the thing about instant transaction or instant, convenient app. It moves fast and you may or may not get it back. So that, and understand FDIC insurance. People in this class, you guys are smart and you guys are gonna save a lot of money and make a lot of money in the future, so you do need to remember this. FDIC is the federal insurance for the banks. There's different kind of insurance for credit union as well. So if you save money in a financial institution, they are insured. Right now, both of them are $250,000 per person. So if you make more than, you say you're gonna save $1 million, right? You're gonna have to have 4 different bank accounts, 4 different banks right now, technically. Remember that? So if you have less than $250,000 in one bank, you're good. But when you exceed that, you're gonna start thinking about having different bank accounts in different places. But that's the time that you need to talk to a banker or somebody that takes care of finances. There are many occupations that take care of people's finances. You need to ask them about this insurance, because there's a way to stay in one institution and still get yourself protected. But you don't need to know this. You just need to know that you have to talk to a professional. So tell me how much money, what's the threshold you have to talk to a banker? No? More? More? $250,000. Just remember the term FDIC and $250,000. That's what it is right now. It's going to change in the future, but just remember, because this is the insurance. Remember, insurance protects you. And understanding fees. The bottom part is understand fees, because some services, banking services, even at regular banks, some banks charge you to use online banking. Most don't, but some do, right? And some tell you that you have to spend so much money to bank there. Like there are things that's different at each banking institution. So you need to understand the fees. If I get in trouble, if I overspend, how much money are you going to charge me as a fee? Like you need to know this, right? Because in case of something happens, you have to know what you're dealing with. So understand fees before you go and open accounts everywhere. I don't recommend that. But don't open accounts everywhere. You should have like 1 or 2 banking relationships and get to know these bankers that can help you. But understand the fees, because you're gonna waste money. You try hard to save money, but if you waste money in fees, what's the point, right? You don't wanna waste money. So, apps. Okay, going back to apps, we've got time. What other apps other than these that has to do with money do you know? Can you think of any other app? What other app? Amazon. Oh man. Yep. Amazon is like an entire whole nother system, right? Easy to shop. What other kind of app can you think of that has to do with money? Maybe parents will know. What other kind of money related apps can you think of that's in your phone? I can look up a few different ones. Money.
Merrill Lynch.
Merrill, yeah. Do you have any other money types of apps?
Bank apps.
Bank apps. Do you have credit card? Yeah.
Crypto.
Bank apps. Yeah. Crypto. Yeah. What else? Let me look at mine and see what I can find. Because most people have so many money related apps, you might not even realize it. Holy cow. So all the bank apps, right? I have E-Trade, Fidelity, Zelle, and all the other banks and credit cards. Oh, I didn't talk about this one. Credit monitoring service. So when it comes to apps, when you guys are a responsible adult that's working, right? And you start building your credit, you should check your own credit. Checking your own credit doesn't hurt your credit. You can go to Credit Karma, and this is an organization that checks your credit for free for you and inform you of all the transactions. So if somebody else is pretending to be you, identity theft, Credit Karma is gonna help you. So write it down. That's not on the note. Write it down on your app section that Credit Karma is a good app to have once you start building your credit. Actually, you should check your credit before you start working, even before 18, because I've seen somebody's child using child social security number that was stolen. Somebody was abusing kid's social security number and borrow money and all kinds of stuff. So even if you're not 18 yet and technically you're not supposed to have credit cards, somebody may have tried to do something like that. So you can, check your credit before 18. Before you start working, I would definitely do that. Because right now, if you wanted to do that, you need to talk to your parents and get your information. But Credit Karma is a safe, legitimate organization and the app that you can safely access your information. So parents, I would suggest you check it for your kids, because I've seen babies' social security numbers being used fraudulently. Yeah, so that's just nugget of information. All right, somebody said they wanted to learn about loans. Here's a little bit about loans. Okay, this page. Loans. Okay. What's a loan though? We're almost done, guys, and then we have to do prizes too. Okay, what's a loan? What's a loan? Yeah, you borrow money from the bank. So what do you borrow money for? Usually, what is the loan for? House, car, what else? House payment, yeah. When do you need to borrow money? When do people borrow money? For what kind of stuff?
Student loan.
Like a doctor, a lawyer, a scientist. You have to stay in school. Oh wow. You have to stay in school and you have to be smart because you have to pay attention to come to it, right? So in order for you to go to school, some schools cost a lot of money and some people borrow money to go to school. So loans are important to understand. Not everybody's going to use it, but majority of the people use some kind of a credit card as a loan, right? So it's important to know you're borrowing from a financial institution in the form of loans. Is that a hookup? Borrow, from financial institution. So borrow from financial institution in the form of loans, line of credit, credit card. Okay? Must be 18 years or older, that's the law. So if somebody offered to, have you apply for a credit card or a loan before you're 18, you need to bust them. You need to tell the police. That's illegal. Credit check is required. So what do you think a credit check is? I don't think you know, but you might. What do you think credit check is? Yeah, so check your credit. So before you borrow money, the organization has to check your credit. But credit is basically your grade in financial management, borrowing money. They give you a number between 300 and 850, how responsible you are. Have you borrowed money and paid it off on time? And you have to have it for so many different number of years. And you cannot be one of those people that I start, I quit, I start, I quit. Like you open a credit card, you stay for a long time. Okay? They watch all these different activities and behaviors, and if you are responsible, you get higher score. Credit check is when they're checking your rate in credit. So there's that number that's assigned to you. If it's too low, they'll just tell you, no, you cannot buy a home. When it comes to home, it's yes or no. When it comes to cars, they might say, yeah, you can have a car, but you're going to pay a lot of interest. Okay? But if you have great credit, you can get a car. Before you could have 0%. I don't think there's such thing anymore. But you can get smaller interest rate, meaning you're going to pay less to the bank. Okay? So credit check is required. So being responsible in credit management is really important. You need good credit in order to be approved. I'm not going to give you a number for good because every organization has different idea of what good is. But if you go to Credit Karma, if you're in green, it's like traffic light. If you're in green, you're good. Yellow, not so good. Red is bad. So if you go to check your credit, just look at the colors, okay? You must have income to qualify, meaning you have to have work. Who has worked before